From the Atlas Center at the University of Colorado, this is NewsTeam Boulder.
Hello and welcome to NewsTeam Boulder. I'm Alexis Bridenbaugh.
And I'm Christine Corrado. Here's what's happening today.
It's been almost 3 weeks since local Denver anchor Kyle Dyer was bitten by a dog during a live 9 News broadcast. Her story has become national news. Dyer spoke to the Today Show's Ann Curry this morning, detailing her recovery from a 4-hour surgery where doctors used part of her lower lip to replace a section of her upper lip. The experience has taught Dyer that appearance isn't everything. The 85-pound Argentine Mastiff that bit Dyer was released from the Denver Animal Shelter after a 10-day quarantine, which is protocol after a bite. Lafayette psychic Nancy Marks was sentenced to 5 years in prison today for stealing from her clients. The 55-year-old woman was accused of stealing almost $300,000. The psychic told victims that she needed their money to, quote, draw out the bad energy, end quote, to see the amount of times the number 6 appeared in their cash and credit cards. According to police records, the psychic then used the money to make purchases at Macy's, Target, and Sears. Plans to bring the grocery store Trader Joe's to Boulder are moving ahead, but as Paris Bradley reports, its arrival is surrounded by some controversy.
Coming up, the Michigan primary is today and the Republican race is heating up.
And we'll see why Sacha Baron Cohen wins the award for the most tasteless joke of the year. Republican voters in Arizona and Michigan are going to the polls today in the latest round of caucuses. Michigan is Romney's home and the state in which his father served as governor, and should give him a bit of an edge over Rick Santorum. But a Santorum win could help him regain the momentum that he had after winning primaries in Colorado, Minnesota, and Missouri. Regardless of who wins, Michigan is shaping up to be an important turning point in the potential campaigns of either candidate. 2 suicide attackers detonated a car bomb at the entrance to a NATO airbase in eastern Afghanistan on Monday. The car bomb killed at least 9 Afghans, including a member of the Afghan security forces. The blast wounded 4 NATO personnel, but no NATO service members were killed. The Taliban claimed responsibility for the bombing as revenge for the burning of the Quran. And now turning to news from Hollywood, I'd like to thank my cast, my crew, and of course, Marty. Martin Scorsese was the early favorite for the coveted Most Thank Yous award, with each of Hugo's 5 Oscar winners giving the acclaimed producer a shout-out at the end of their speech. Meryl Streep appeared shocked by her Best Actress win for her role as Margaret Thatcher in The Iron Lady, and Octavia Spencer turned in an Oscar speech for The Ages after winning Best Supporting Actress. But down the stretch, one movie let its actions do the talking. In addition to Best Picture, the artist won awards for Best Director and Best Actor in a Leading Role. Ryan Seacrest was at the receiving end of the shock of the evening on Sunday. As Seacrest was interviewing Sacha Baron Cohen, who was dressed as his character from The Dictator, Cohen poured an urn of ashes all over him. Cohen joked that they belonged to deceased Korean leader Kim Jong-il. Luckily for Seacrest, he listened to his mother's red carpet advice to always bring 2 jackets because you never know when you'll run into a dictator. And Morgan, it looks a little bit overcast today, kind of disappointing.
It is a little disappointing, especially from the weekend that we had, which was so warm.
Yeah, what else is going on with the weather?
Well, we're going to be seeing a little bit of flurries this afternoon and gray skies, but we'll have to check that out after the break.
Thanks, Morgan. Wow, what a bummer about that weather, huh?
Yeah, I'm definitely not looking forward to some snow later, but that NASCAR race was sure fun to watch last night.
Oh, it sure was. At first was rain, and then it was fire, and it was all fixed with Tide laundry detergent. Coming up next, we'll take a look.
Thanks, Kristen.
Absolutely.
Coming up next, good news for all you pancake lovers out there.
And we'll take a look behind the scenes at some of Boulder's best restaurants.
Today, the International House of Pancakes is celebrating National Pancake Day. The restaurant is offering a free short stack of buttermilk pancakes in exchange for a donation to the Children's Miracle Network or to a local charity. Over the past 6 years, IHOP has raised nearly $8 million from the event. Thanks for watching NewsTeam Boulder. We'll leave you with a rare look into space. CU Career Services is a popular stop year-round for job-seeking students, and now career counselors are recommending some new online resources for finding jobs. Here are some of the ways you can stand out from the pack. Resources like infographic resumes, digital business cards, TweetMyJobs.com, and Evernote are just some of the cutting-edge ways to find jobs in 2012.
Evernote is awesome. It's my favorite mobile app. What it is it's an app that you can upload on your computer, your iPad, your phone, cell phone, and what it does is it syncs all of your notes. Infographic resumes are a new kind of online, in a way, personal website.
Certainly the digital note-taking would seem useful. The resume building, not so much. I think that, or at least I would imagine that really flamboyant graphic design on your resume could not necessarily be the best indication of professionalism.
It's not enough just to have a resume anymore. You have to have some online effort.
Resources like this are convenient, go beyond the basic LinkedIn profile or professional Facebook page, and could make employers look twice. These outlets are all innovative ways to find jobs, but counselors say you should find the things that work best for you. Alexis Bridenbaugh, NewsTeam Boulder. Michelle Jensen has a success story for you. 10 years ago, Jensen went on a mission to lose weight. Armed with the support of 2 of her friends, she lost 30 pounds in 4 months, a goal weight where she remains to this day. The secret to her weight loss? Jensen enrolled in, that's right, martial arts.
It's definitely a deeper physical fitness than you're going to do with running or jogging or walking.
Jensen went to the Skornavaco Martial Arts Academy in Longmont, a place she says provides a fun alternative to working out that focuses on building strong overall health. Jensen was on a Weight Watchers program, but says martial arts provided the sense of community and that extra oomph that helped her shed the pounds and keep them off.
Being engaged mentally and physically has made such a different impact on my life and my weight loss, and the fact that I've managed to maintain the weight loss since around 2002.
So what exactly is this high-energy combat sport? Academy owner Brad Skornavaco says it's fundamentally a way for human beings to defend themselves against people who are trying to attack or hurt them. But it's also a lot more.
I never would have stayed in the martial arts if it were just for the self-defense and the physical part. It was the philosophy and helping people change their lives and improve their lives through the training.
Martial arts has been around since ancient times and is often linked to spiritual or religious beliefs. It can help with anything from weight loss to relieving stress and teaches confidence, discipline, focus, and respect for other people. Ultimately, the sport concentrates on strengthening both the body and the mind.
You see people do this, and they call it the warrior and the scholar, or the athlete and the student.
Skornavaco focuses specifically on character development coupled with practical self-defense in sessions like their adult Kempo class that teaches the use of quick moves in rapid-fire succession intended to overwhelm an opponent. The sport has such strong appeal that even in the downturn of the economy, martial arts is going nowhere soon, and others, just like Jensen, are kicking for more. Economic hardships are forcing many to cut back on the things that don't matter and invest in the things that do. With its pull to both kids and adults, martial arts is actually becoming a necessity in people's lives, and Skornavaco has no shortage of customers.
People realize that you can't just pass the time, you have to invest. And they see the investment in themselves that they're doing in martial arts training.
Now, Jensen is an instructor at Skornavaco, the same place she started her journey 10 years ago. With martial arts, Jensen not only found an effective way to lose weight, but also a way to develop herself mentally and emotionally. And it's this that she teaches her own students today. Alexis Bridenbaugh, NewsTeam Boulder.